Come on.
Hi.
Go. Speak.
Hi. I wrote it down because I left my head and didn't want to it's for, my question's for Emma. When the rumors of casting surfaced for the Spidey regroup, a lot of people figured you as the MJ Watson. So how do you feel about playing a little bit of a more unexpected character?
Oh my God, look, can I see your shirt? What is this? Wait, hold on, back up a little bit.
That says Emma Stone.
Oh my God.
You can't see it, you're moving out of frame.
With a spider. Marry you.
It was incredibly cool and then it got weird. Spider, what?
You're awesome. Thank you.
Is that a yes?
You're the best.
You made that.
High five.
Give it up for that
Thank
girl in that shirt.
That's so flattering. Thank you. To be honest, when I first met, it was Laura Ziskin, our producer Laura, who's the best. I had met her early on for Mary Jane before they had written the script. And so I always thought that if I was going to be able to audition for it eventually, it would be for Mary Jane. And so when they said Gwen Stacy, and I looked into the story of Gwen Stacy, I was like, wow, this is incredible, and this would be so amazing to be a part of, but I'm supposed to be Mary Jane. And if anything, it only makes sense. And then the more I got invested in Gwen Stacy, I realized it just was nothing I had ever had the opportunity to play before, and she's literally the opposite of Mary Jane. She could not be more different from Mary Jane, and that was what was so exciting, ultimately, to get to be a part of something like that. It was unexpected for me too, and that's one of the great things about being an actor, and that they gave me the opportunity to do something that I hadn't, really done before. So, and I'd done my hair blonde. Which was really hard.
No.
Took like a lot of hours in the salon, so.
Brutal work. It was like De Niro in Raging Bull.
It was like De Niro.
Every day we said that.
Peroxide.
Yeah.
Peroxide.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Ask
Hey, my name's Nikki Rivas. You're awesome.
You're talking to me?
All of you, actually. But, I just wanted to...
Top answer of the board.
I wanted to know who you thought would be a better girlfriend for Peter Parker, Mary Jane or Gwen Stacy?
Ooh. Oh.
You mean like ultimately?
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
Who I think is a better girlfriend for Peter Parker?
Yeah.
I was gonna say Gwen Stacy loves Peter and Mary Jane loves Spider-Man. She loves whoever he really is.
Gwen Stacy is hard.
Stacy's hotter too.
Yes, totally.
Really?
Yeah.
It's way hard.
What was that line? There was a line, I think, from, I did SNL in November, and in the monologue, they said, I'm Gwen Stacy and Mary Jane is a skank who doesn't love him like I do. So, I'll just keep repeating that. Enough said.
That's going to be a headline tomorrow.
I like
That just trumped your head.
There's a feud between Emma and Mary Jane.
Hi, my name is Nika, and first of all, Marc, I just want to say that I really love the direction you're taking with really bringing out the sarcastic, witty part of Spider-Man, because that definitely is a big part of who he is, so I'm really grateful for that. But my question is for Emma. First of all, I love all of your work. I love all of your work. I love the movies you're in. It's very funny. I just love the way you portray yourself on film. So I wanted to ask you, being a big fan of comic books, being a girl, what did you do to mentally prepare yourself to take on this? I mean, she's an iconic character too, so what did you do to get yourself ready for such a role?
Absolutely. Becoming part of a movie that has such a long history in storytelling is really daunting at the beginning when you hear, especially when it's a part of a movie like this, you hear that you got the part and then 90 seconds later it's all over the internet. So you have literally a minute and a half to go, I'm gonna play Gwen Stacy, oh my god, everyone knows and everyone's calling me, and it's a little out of control. So at first I looked through, the comics, and I saw that there were a lot of different incarnations of Gwen, and there's, hippie Gwen, there's Gwen that has the twins of Norman Osborn, and there, there's a lot of stuff in Gwen's history. And then I read the message boards.
How was that?
What do you mean? It was so great. It was totally not nerve-wracking, and everyone was so supportive. I think it's incredibly important. I love getting to know the community and getting to know the fans of Spider-Man, because that's it's such a major part of the process of being part of a movie like this. It's one of the most exciting things, is getting to be involved in this world. And then I realized I had to just kind of buckle down and do her justice in the best way I could. And I couldn't, obviously, play all those years of comic book history. I had to do just what was in front of me. And so it really became important to flesh out the relationship between, Gwen and Peter, and understand why she's so in control and why she's valedictorian, and her mortality and the death that constantly surrounds her, and the tragedy that's looming under the surface. Because, of course, as an actor, you do know her ending before you've even played her beginning. So it was interesting. Hopefully, you guys are okay. Sorry, this is the longest answer of all time. Thanks for asking.
We have time for 2 more questions.
Sorry.
Hi. This is kind of a selfish question, but for Emma as well.
Oh, God.
It's so popular.
Oh, man.
Okay, so I recently found out that we had a really similar experience in the field. I grew up with theater and improv, and then moved over with my dad. And I was wondering if you could give any kind of tangible advice, like any coaches or studios that you really love, or any even like the steps in the process, because obviously it worked for you. So.
I didn't go to school for acting. I didn't really have like a steady coach or anything like that, which is, I know, a huge part of the process for a lot of actors. So I don't know if I'm one to give a ton of advice, but I think I have Allison Jones, the casting director, to thank for pretty much everything, because she put me in Superbad. And the only thing, oh my God, do you guys know that movie? And Tolmach also put me in Superbad.
Yes. I can actually help you answer this question. The thing that Emma Stone did, because I did meet you before you had anything. And these guys, Judd Apatow and Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg and Greg Mottola, called me, because I used to work in the studio, and said, we found a girl for Superman. And I said, okay, who is that? And they said, Emma Stone. And that didn't mean anything then. And I was like, yeah, I don't know who that is, maybe somebody else. And they said, meet her. And I was like, okay. So, into my office walks a 17-year-old girl. And we both knew right away, it was totally weird. What are we going to do in this meeting? We're going to talk about what? It just was bizarre. Within a minute of meeting Emma Stone, this is not about back a little. Here's my answer to you. What I'm trying to get at is she's just awesome. And she showed up and she knew who she was. And she was funny, and she was self-deprecating, and she was serious also. And that's who she is in movies. That's who she is in life. And I would say that's the secret to that success, I think. She's just awesome.
And just really quickly, I think that the most...
Now you're supposed to applaud. That was like...
No. The only thing that has worked for me is staying true to myself. And not giving up. Because Allison Jones I auditioned for 3 years before, it was like so many auditions with her and nothing fit. And so it was just that continuation of, there was a lot of, crying and hard times, but I guess in any job it's the same thing. It's not giving up and sticking to your guns in a way. Which I'm still trying to do. Anyway, what about Spider-Man?
No, that's
He said, I don't want to put you on the spot, but I have to go for it. I would add.
No.
It was like an Oscar speech. Sorry. Spider-Man question.
Spider-Man.
Emma, my question for you, after being in Spider-Man and reading of all these comic books, do you think that you're going to continue reading comic books even after the movie?
Yes.
Yeah, you know what? No. Yes, no, absolutely. It wasn't only Spider-Man that I got introduced to, it was the Marvel Universe, which is an unbelievable world. And so grounded in reality and real people and their stories and things that kind of conceivably could actually happen in some ways. That's right. That's what I said. It could all actually happen.
This is a documentary.
You guys know that this is a documentary, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
This happened tomorrow.
Yeah.
In Wisconsin.
Story.
Yeah. But I think, we're
It did change the location from Madison, Wisconsin to New York.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
It felt small.
That's true.
Yeah, but I think everyone's big Marvel fans now up here.
Heck yeah.
Yes. We love Marvel.
Well, there you have
Bobby
it.
Rod rolling here.
Yeah, by the way, shout out to our partner Avi Rod, who couldn't be here today. He's the reason we're all here, ultimately. Bigger shout out. One more Spider-Man question, man?
Yeah, maybe get another.
No.
No? Is it no? Well,
You got another movie waiting to come in?
No.
What's happening?
No.
By the way, that guy just took the microphone. Yeah.
doesn't work.
No.
So, Amazing Spider-Man, based on a true story. A docudrama. Docudrama.
Yes.
All of it could actually happen.
Arrives July 3rd.
July 3rd in 3D.